and why do you feel that leaders from within the organization are the true people to lead an entire organization's people forward?
Yes, I am a big believer of leaders being teachers, Sheila. And I remember Amrish talking about this point in the last podcast that context matters far more than content. So what leaders bring to the table is context. They bring credibility to learning. They bring nuance to learning. And there's several models I've seen work. So one is, of course, as sponsors and providing input into the design, but that's hygiene. That's the bare minimum that leaders should do. But I have very successfully used leaders as role players, and in my experience I've seen that even with very little brief, they are able to really bring the contextual knowledge to a role play and make it real for the participants. So as a participant, I've managed to practice my client management skills, my people management skills with senior leaders sitting on the other side as role players. The second is co-faculty. And in co-facilitation, I've sometimes done a jugalbandi between external experts coming and teaching a framework, and then the internal leader coming and talking about examples and scenarios and context. I've also done panels either before or after to just situate the learning in the organizational context. And finally, leaders as coaches and mentors. And there was one organization where we were really trying hard to teach our sales folks how to talk to dealers and get them to upsell and cross sell and so on. And what we realized is that nobody can do a better job than senior sales leaders. So we actually pulled some regional sales managers out of their day jobs, and these were some of the best performing sales leaders. We made a case to the CEO that if we just pull them out for 6 months and get them to shadow other sales professionals in the region, the effect would be many times multiplied. And that actually was the case. These sales coaches, as we call them, went to the market with other ASMs and RSMs, observed what they were doing, gave them feedback, helped them debrief, shadowed them in review meetings. And the power of that, I always say that there is no substitute to lived experience.
That's true. Yeah. That's true. And I think, especially in today's world, where organizations and systems are in such a flux because of the rate of change, I think the concept of involving a leader into any learning journey of any kind, whether it's a classroom, whether it's a mentoring program, whether it is just a fireside chat, I think becomes very, very powerful.